Third method for wastewater testing is determination of total organic carbon in sediments. Abstract. The total carbon content is determined in dry sediments and total organic carbon is determined in dried and acidified sediments using LICO carbon analyzer. Sediment is combusted in an oxygen atmosphere and any carbon present is converted to carbon dioxide. The sample gas flows into a non-dispersive infrared detection cell. The non-dispersive infrared detection cell measures the mass of carbon dioxide present and the mass is converted to percent carbon based on dry sample weight. The total organic carbon content is subtracted from total carbon content to determine the total inorganic carbon content of given sample. Introduction. Total carbon includes both inorganic and organic sample constituents. Total organic carbon is determined by treating an aliquot of dry sample with sufficient phosphoric acid 1:1 to remove inorganic carbon prior to instrumental analysis. Percent TOC and TC are determined in sediments dried at 105 degrees Celsius using LICO carbon analyzer, and prepared sediments are combusted at 1350 degrees Celsius in an oxygen atmosphere using LICO carbon analyzer. Carbon is oxidized to form carbon dioxide and gaseous phase flows through two scrubber tubes. The first scrubber tube is packed with calcium sulfate and copper granules to trap water and chlorine gas. The second scrubber tube is packed with anhydrous magnesium chloride to remove residual moisture, and the gaseous phase then flows through a non-dispersive infrared detection cell tuned to selectively respond to carbon dioxide. And integrated area under signal detected is proportional to amount of carbon dioxide passing through and the IR cell. The weight character result is percent carbon. Apparatus and materials are conditioning oven, electric gravity conduction capable of maintaining a stable temperature of up to 200 degrees Celsius, combustion furnace, electric capable of combusting glassware at 400 degrees Celsius for at least 4 hours, LICO carbon analyzer, IR detector and 36 position auto sampler rack, glazed and unglazed combustion boards, analytical balance capable of weighing to 1 milligram, calibrated weight certified glass measuring scoop, mortar and pestle, aluminium weighing boards, forceps, and glass wool. This is analytical equipment for determining total organic content. Reagents used are phosphoric acid 1:1 volume by volume and calcium carbonate 99% purity and hydroxide granular, copper 20 to 30 mesh and oxygen 99% purity. Procedure. All glassware and ceramic ware used in sample processing are combusted at 400 degrees Celsius for at least 4 hours and sample remain frozen at -20 degrees Celsius until processing. Sediment samples are thawed and homogenized and the sample is dried in an oven at 40 degrees Celsius. A portion of sample is removed, ground and homogenized. An liquid of dried homogenized sample is placed in an aluminium weighing pan and dried at 105 degrees Celsius and the LICO carbon analyzer is calibrated prior to analysis of samples. Different amounts of high purity calcium carbonate standard 99.95% purity carbon content of 12% are used to calibrate the instrument. The approximate amounts of calcium carbonate used for 6-point calibration are 0.01 gram, 0.05 gram, 0.10 gram, 0.25 gram, and 0.50 gram. An empty carbon-free combustion board is analyzed as a blank for calibration curve. The calibration curve provides an analysis range of approximately 0.0 to 0.06 total carbon. Each calibration standard must fall within 3% of non-percent carbon value to meet acceptance criteria. A continuing calibration check standard. Mid-level standard is analyzed every 10 samples and must be within 5% of non-value of standard. Total carbon is analyzed by placing approximately 0.350 gram of dried ground and homogenized samples into clean carbon-free combustion board, and the sample board is placed on auto sampler racks disassembly and loaded onto LICO carbon analyzer. Total organic carbon is analyzed by placing approximately 0.50 gram of dried ground and homogenized sample into clean carbon-free combustion board. Each sample board is treated with phosphoric acid drop by drop until sample stops bubbling and the sample is completely moist with acid. The sample is placed into an oven set at 40 to 40 degrees Celsius for 24 hours and then transferred to an oven set at 105 degrees Celsius. And once the sample is dry, The boat is placed on the auto sampler rack assembly and loaded onto LICO carbon analyzer. Quality control. All reagents used are verified to be contaminant free, and all equipment and glassware used to analyze sample are verified to carbon free or combust at 400 degrees Celsius for a minimum of 4 hours. The calibration and accuracy of balances, weight, pipetters, and thermometers are checked daily, and calibration and accuracy of balances, weight, pipetters, and thermometers are verified yearly by an independent source. All samples are shipped and received under chain of custody. A series of quality control samples are processed with each batch of 20 samples or less, and the following quality controls are used to ensure accuracy with each accuracy and precision of data. Method blank, laboratory duplicates, and standard reference material. Method blanks. Method blanks are clean carbon-free combustion boards. A method blank is analyzed with each of 20 or fewer samples, and the method blank is analyzed in manner identical to samples. Laboratory duplicates. A sample is analyzed in duplicate with each analytical batch of 20 or fewer samples. And sample reference material. A sample reference material from National Institute of Standards and Technology is analyzed with each analytical batch of 20 or fewer samples. Sample reference materials are analyzed in a manner identical to sample, except that they are not certified for TOC analysis, and sample standard reference material is only certified for TOC and is not certified for TOC. However, an certified SRM is analyzed in each TOC analytical batch and is used as laboratory control samples. And total organic carbon percent is measured by organic carbon over weight. Thank you so much. That's all from my side.